We back. Shout out Jawan Ford, man. Like I say, he's actually out in New York right now, winning rap contests and blase right now. So shout out him. As you can see, we got shots.
Yes, we do.
A whole lot of shots, and we're gonna play a game. It's gonna be a lot different. I actually want to do a hip hop question game, but she shied away from it. And
guys, I know nothing about hip hop. I just should admit that now, and that's really what happened.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do today, which is gonna be super different than what's normally done, is we're gonna play a game of Never Have I Ever. We gotta get all those sex questions out the way because it is Sex Talk with AK, right?
Let's get it.
So what's gonna happen is we have questions that were picked for us, so we don't even know what we're about to read. And if we've done it, we have to take a shot. If we haven't done it, then we don't have to take a shot. But either way, we're about to die. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's get it. Who going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Never have I ever had sex in front of an audience.
I haven't. Let's go.
It was a fun time. I kind of like being watched.
Shh. That's okay. Used a Viagra-like pill. Absolutely, I have.
Really?
And didn't even get none that night. I had a heart for nothing. God damn it.
Nah, you gonna take the big shot first.
I see that big shot.
The big shot first.
Shit. I seen that big ass shot. I went around it.
I want to get these pills. They're called Pink Hefts pills. And they're supposed to like get you like super, super wet. I'm thinking about ordering them.
Yeah, shout out Viagra pill.
Shout outs to Pink Hefts.
It got me drinking gasoline.
Black owned business. Shout outs to them.
Shit.
Scoreboard.
All right. You let's get it.
Never have I ever used lube.
No, I haven't. Let's get it.
You're not doing anal without lube.
And I tried spit. That's probably why I went wrong.
Not good.
And tried. That's probably why I went wrong. Right there. Never have ever sent news. Who ain't sent news? I let news fly on the regular. I want my news to leak. I swear I do. I want my news to leak.
I want my video to leak.
I want them to leak so I can go viral. Woo!
Shit, we're about to die. This is bad. Never have ever fell in love off of sex. Your turn.
I haven't. I can't say I have. Now the woman with that towel that I was telling you about. That's a different story. Close. Oh, I can't read this.
Done the walk of shame. Never have I ever done the walk of shame.
Hell no, I'd be proud. So no.
Proud as fuck in my old outfit.
Shit, no. I'd be proud.
The worst is when you just went out the night before and then you got some like right after the club and then you sitting there like, I still look cute.
I'd be proud. Like, y'all heard her, dog? Like, shit, ain't no walk of shame on my end. Let's see that question.
Never have I ever made a sex tape. We were just talking about this.
Yeah, the sex tape that just won't leak.
You know, one time I made like a really good video. I learned the trick was to put your laptop up on like the, you know, like one of those little stands, like, you know, that your grandma had where you ate the lunch off of and shit. Put that there so you could get the span of the whole bed. Best shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that I deleted that shit because I would have preferred if that shit got leaked.
Yeah, one day I gave a great performance, but my iPhone fell. Like, you know, you sit it up, the iPhone slid down and fell.
Get a text message, pre-recording, and you should just...
Yeah, it's that bullshit. Walked in on parents.
Nope.
Absolutely. And my mama was so polite, she just closed the door and let me finish. Shout out my mama. She was like, oh, and she just closed the door. And the girl didn't even know it happened. So I'm over here smashing. I looked and she just was like, oh. It's just close the door. I was like,
My mom heard me once. Like, she was just like, I didn't get walked in on, but she was like, you were having sex last night, weren't you? And I was like, what? Huh? I was like, you ready to get out the car? I'll talk to you later.
word.
There's 2 more questions left. Hopefully one of these we haven't done. Which one should I choose? Oh, wait, it's 3. What the fuck? Never have I ever licked food off of someone. Whipped cream, strawberry, syrup. I have. That shit's sticky as fuck. Don't do it, guys.
I'm trying to think.
You've never pulled out the whipped cream in the bedroom?
Because that shit overrated. I'm trying to think.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I ain't. I haven't.
All right, let's see what these other questions are. I want to take the shot with you. Had sex with 2 different people within 12 hours and not a threesome. Yeah, I've done that shit. Cheers.
I don't even want to get a number because niggas be like, ugh, like, nigga, you gonna die. Like,
If you don't shower, it's a train, ladies.
I lived a sad life, man. Like, I lived.
See, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't, and that shit actually says delicious.
Exactly.
That actually needs to be a liquor sponsor. So shout out that rum. But
Captain Morgan.
I'm on a cognac, a very special cognac, so it ain't gonna blend well for this podcast over with. But we got to get into more questions.
Yes.
I always fuck this word up, so I hope I get it right.
All right, I'm ready.
What are your thoughts on polygamy? Did I say that right? Polygamy. See, I always fuck that word up. What are your thoughts on that?
Polygamy. I plan on living a life of polygamy. I don't believe in monogamy. Yeah, I don't believe in monogamy. So for those of you who don't know what polygamy is being in a relationship with multiple people opposed to your normal guy, girl, 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 guy, guy kind of thing. So you kind of open up your door to another partner. The reason why I say that I feel like this is the life I would prefer to live is because of the simple fact of like I said, I'm a habitual cheater. We've agreed on that. What I've learned about being open and honest with people is that there's no boundaries. I want my partner to be able to sit there and explore whatever world that he or she may want to explore. I don't want to put limits on somebody. So whatever makes them happy, I want them to do. And part of being that in that poly life, poly fly, poly life, poly everything, like, you know, like Taz Angels, I feel like they put like a real big life on the whole poly fly kind of life. Like, oh yeah, I have a sister wife and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It shows you like, but you just can't be an insecure bitch. Nobody in that situation can be insecure. You have to all be accepting of what it is, what's to come, play your position, play your role, make sure that everybody is receiving the love that they're supposed to receive. I personally know that later on in life when I do get married, because I plan on marrying a man even though I mess with girls and stuff, like I still want to have a girlfriend. Like I want us to have a girlfriend.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I think if I was to have something like that, the women need to like actually like the other woman.
Oh yeah, no, agreed.
If they not like, oh, I'm not into that, or I don't like her, I don't think it'll work. So if I could have that kind of theory,
that where it was everybody meshed, it was a good mesh, and you have to make sure. Like the thing is, I've actually like given this option to somebody that I was dating like a while ago, and I was just like, you know, like let us find a girlfriend. Like I was like, we're not really doing that well right now, but let us find a girlfriend. And he was like, what does that mean? I was like, you go out.
What does that mean?
He was like, I was like, you go out. If you find a girl that you feel that I would like, then you bring her back. I said, and what that means is you date her, I date her, we date her together. So you take her out, I take her out, we take her out together. You fuck her separately, see whether or not that pussy works for you. And then I fuck her separately, see whether or not that pussy works for me. Wow. And then we fuck her together. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, all right, cool. So I personally thought that in that situation, it was like, I'm giving you the pass because we're just dating. That means that on the first bitch that we find, it's not going to be the right one.
Yeah.
You got at least 4 girls, 5 girls that you could fuck. And I'm going to be like, all right, cool. This is what we're doing this week. Like,
wow.
And I feel like monogamy is forced. Like, that's the first thing we learn. Like, oh, you're supposed to grow up. You're going to meet the love of your life. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. But who's to say that? I personally don't think that there's one person in this world that can do everything for me.
Oh my, for real?
For real. There's nobody in this world that can do every single thing for me. Like, you're supposed to make me happy every single day. You're supposed to give me super good dick. You're supposed to have really great finances. You're supposed to do all this extra shit and not get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Think about people who cheat strategically. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got your nigga who gives you really good dick. You got the man who loves you. You got the man who'll spend money on you.
Yeah.
And you got the man who just listens, who just wants that attention, the one that you can vent to. That's 4 niggas. And if I could break it down to 2 or 3, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, I think most likely, well, more than likely, having multiple women is in our DNA. If we go back to Africa, right? Mm-hmm. They got multiple wives. So a lot of that shit is just in our DNA.
It's normal.
Yeah, it's in our DNA. Like, everybody loved this conscious movement, Black Power, and back to Africa. But the moment I be like, what about multiple wives? They not with that shit. So it's like, I feel like if you able to financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically take care of more than one woman, you can have as many as you can actually handle, in my opinion. Like Floyd Mayweather, he got that kind of money where it's like, bro, what you gonna do with one woman? Like
you can't be a broke nigga sitting here talking about I want multiple girlfriends. Like, where your dates gonna be at? Like, even in a situation that I had been in when I was in a situation like that, we both knew that we'd be well taken care of.
Yeah.
And that we both knew that we were able to take care of ourselves. Like, so it was just a situation where it worked out perfectly. But you gotta know who you're dealing with, know who's okay with it. Don't force shit upon people. But yeah, it's possible. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Like, a lot of people sit there and say, oh, you need to have a husband. When are you gonna find a husband? I told my grandmother, actually, the other day, I said, I plan on living a polygamous lifestyle. And she was just like, I'm super loyal. And I'm like, yeah, you're super loyal, but you're a side chick. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, my poppy's been living a polygamous lifestyle for like forever now at this point. But except for the fact that they just haven't all joined together. And threesomes are amazing. And I love them.
I just want a decent one. Like I say, the girl just watching, like, that was whack.
That's whack.
Afterwards, I just felt so incomplete about life. Like,
I need to get a good threesome video. Like, I've never recorded my threesomes. I'm about to set up the ring light and everything. Next
damn, the ring light, huh?
Yo, my ass is gonna be mad pale. Damn, maybe not knowing the ring light.
Damn. So, if you had a sexual fantasy, like, what is your sexual fantasy you would have?
I want... This sounds mad funny, but I really want to be fucked by a guy with Tim's on with some tube socks and a fucking do-rag on.
With what on?
A do-rag, some tube socks, and some Tims.
Damn.
Straight out of porno, like...
You would think you living in New York, you would have had that already.
No, I haven't.
Because the do-rag thing is real popular in New York right now, and Tim's
but I don't allow men to like really fuck me with like do-rags on.
Tim's are like a staple in the hood. Like in New York, Tim's is like, it be memes about Tim's.
I've seen like the tube socks like sliding, when you try and catch a grip and
that's
they like
fact.
slide
That's
a little bit.
Fucking fact.
But there's never been Tim's involved. Like, I want to feel like I'm straight out of porno, like. Or maybe like fake a rape. I'm kind of down with that.
That's scary.
It's scary nowadays.
Yeah, with this Me Too shit, I be paranoid.
Me Too shit, like I kind of want to be fake raped.
If a girl say no, just playing. You know how girls be like, no, but they really don't play like that. Not in 2018. Fuck that shit. Like, no. I think if I had a fantasy, what would it be? Like we was talking about having multiple women. Like, multiple women that actually are into each other and it's just vibes all across the room. Like, we just having a championship bout. Like, I don't know if you're into wrestling, but it's something called like Royal Rumble, right? Where everybody fight everybody. And like, I want the Royal Rumble type situation where she fighting her, I'm jumping in, like we just going at it. And afterwards, we just sit back like, woo, that was lit. Like,
the one thing I realized was like, in like certain situations is you really have to be there for each other. Like, you have to like each other kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you have to understand. And you have to be man enough to be able to deal with two women. You are supposed to be making both women
that's a fact.
Just as happy.
That's a fact.
Because of the simple fact of once somebody stops feeling as happy, that's when you fuck up.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it's like the saving yourself is far worse than anything else. Like,
yeah, that's a fact. So, with you, doing your thing with the sex therapy, what do women complain about most about sex?
Not coming.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest complaints.
That is some, I swear, that terrifies me. And if any woman ever fucked with me sexually and they didn't come, they need to let me know.
You know how often I don't come? Like, I have sex just to have sex at this point.
That scares me. If you said you didn't come with Kenny Tiller, that is a problem. We need to get to the bottom. What you like then? Like, we need to get to the bottom, because like, I'm not one of them people that just come and be like, I got mine. Oh well. Like, I really want to satisfy whoever I'm messing with. So that's why it scared me. That girl was like, yeah, I'm 31, but
bring
I
it
never
back
came.
real quick. He said he wants to satisfy whoever.
That's a fact.
I'm looking at the camera for this one. He said he wants to satisfy whoever he is messing with. A lot of y'all need to start thinking
That's a
this
fact.
way, acting this way, doing things this way, because of the simple fact of majority of us women are walking out unpleasured.
Yeah, and that's why
It feels good in the moment, but you really sit there and you reflect back on it like, damn, I didn't even come. Like, what?
Yeah, and that's why I feel like a lot of women cheat. Like,
Oh yeah,
I have been a habitual side piece. Like, and it's crazy. I even messed with like married women at one point. Like, women would drive from Shreveport all the way to Dallas, which is a 2.5 hour drive.
I was gonna say, you got to break that down for me.
Yeah, a 2.5 hour drive just to like fuck with me for like 2-3 hours and a drive back with a straight face. And it'd be like, damn, like, wow, like, you're not making your woman, like, what are you trying to do? Like, to me, when I go in, it's not even about me. That's why I don't even care for head. Like, it's not about me. Whenever it comes to sex, it's like all about the woman. I really want to feel afterwards like, I did my motherfucking thug thizzle out this bitch. That's why, like, when I hear women don't come, I be like, damn, for real? Like, how is that even possible? And that's why I be like,
it's so possible. It happens often.
Like, for real, if you ever had relations with me and you didn't come, let me know. Like, let me know so we can fix this shit.
You know what's the funniest thing? The best. So I was going to have a threesome, right?
Yeah.
And I was messing with this girl. She's a sexpert. I'm not going to say her name or whatever. But when we were messing around, like, she had asked me, the first thing that she asked me was, how do you like to be pleased? And
that's an important question.
But the thing was, I was stuck because nobody had ever asked me, how do I like to be pleased?
And that's a
what
good
do
question.
I like? What don't I like? Like, what do I allow in the bedroom? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, kind of like, what? Like, how do I answer this? And I just gave her just do what you got to do. Do what you like to do. And then I'll let you know if it's not for me.
Yeah. Because
it really like stayed with me. And like, after she was doing whatever she had to do, like, or whatever, nothing had happened. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna eat you out, blah, 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 whatever. That shit passed. Like, she came, whatever. But then I realized she was like, oh, I want you to sit on my face. And like, sitting on people's faces is not my thing.
I'm with that shit.
I don't like it. I feel like it's lazy as head. Don't ask me to sit on your face. I want you to work for this. Like,
I'm with that
me
shit.
sitting on your face, it means more work for me to get where I
That's how I want to die. If I had to die, if a nigga chose, like, if I did a crime and they said, how do you want to die? I'm like, call Cherokee in and just let her sit it in my face until I die. That's how I want to go.
Suffocate.
That's a fact. That's the best way to go in life. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
But yeah, so like I sat on her face and I came and I'm like, all right, cool. Like maybe this worked in this moment. But just even the simple fact of asking, how do you like to be pleased?
Yeah.
Was one of the, that shit has stuck with me for a minute now. Like, and I think about it often. Like, what do you like? What don't you like? What can I do when we enter into this bedroom kind of thing? Like,
that's the important thing to ask, because what happens, say if you've been with somebody for a year.
You go into your routine.
It's a routine. You're going to use that same pattern. So if you was to give a dude head or something, right, you going to use that same pattern you used on old boy.
I say everybody has their own first time routine. We don't really call it our first time routine, but it's like the way that you've learned that works for you kind of thing. So like your first time routine could be like, oh, I'm going to suck his dick and I'm a ride afterwards. And then I'm going to let him hit it from the back, and then hopefully we'll end in missionary, right?
Yeah.
That'll be your first time routine. Mind you, he's coming in like, I'm going to eat her pussy. Then I'm going to hit it from the back. We're going to go in missionary. And then maybe I'll swindle the ride. So you guys are both on two different positions, like two different perspectives, I guess, going into the situation.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then you always do this. Instead of having that conversation from the beginning, like, what do you like? What don't you like? Like, what's good for you? What's not good for you? Like,
yeah, because sex a funny thing. Some people like it fast and rough. Some women don't. So if you go in with that pattern of thinking like, I'm finna go in and beat that shit up, like everybody don't like that
y'all
shit.
Y'all niggas be bunny stroking shit. Like, don't bunny stroke my shit, because then you're gonna get rug burn pussy and I'm gonna be tight.
I bunny stroke some in a heartbeat.
Like, I still got walls. Like, I want to keep them. Y'all see me? I want to keep them.
Shit, I be trying to fucking twin tower some shit. I swear to God, I'm going in trying to like twin tower some shit.
Y'all gotta like take it slow. Like, what happened to the deep stroke?
Yeah, that's
like,
a fact.
What happened to like the choke me while you saying, looking in my eyes and shit? Like, that's what I like.
Yeah, you'll know how much I like you by my stroke. If I ever slow in the stroke on some, oh, he like her. But if I'm out here on some championship bout, Manny Pacquiao shit, like, no, yeah,
so you trying to get bitches clouded by the dick with the slow stroke?
Yeah, that's a fact. And like I say, that stroke and fucking around hitting that raw, oh, you done fucked up now.
If your stroke look like this, give it up.
But I swear, some people like that. I swear to God, some people like that fast stroke, like on some like championship bout shit. But some people like the slow stroke.
This is gonna be the funniest clip ever, because I'm dead staring straight into this.
I swear, like that's a fact. Some people like that kind of stroke. I swear.
But niggas really, it don't even be like this. They be like,
yeah.
Like,
after a Martin Luther King speech,
walls.
like,
I want walls. I want to keep them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You can't fuck these shits up now.
Yeah, because that's how I be. I think that's why that girl used to leave so fast. Like, fuck up my walls. I'm out. One round, she be out of there. So I think that's what it was.
That
like,
bunny stroke shit is trash. Like, take it slow. Like, do what you gotta do.
But I swear, some people really like that.
And stroke. I agree. But I think that's more so why the question should be, how do you like to be pleased? Because my thing is, I want to feel like you're making love to me, but I want you to choke me and slap me and all that good stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be nasty, but I want to preserve the walls.
I feel you on that.
I want niggas to enter and be like, oh, this is tight. This is good.
Yeah.
It's still good pussy.
So, what's your advice for people, you know, they've been together for a while? Because I'm going to tell you like this, like sometime with me, when I meet somebody new, I'm going to hit that shit like every day, like 3-4 times a day. If you hit some 3-4 times a day within a month, it's like what, 120 times, maybe more. Yeah. Now you like, I'm kind of tired of that shit. But what do you suggest for people that's trying to spice up their relationship? What would you tell them to do?
Role play. I would say role play. Role play is cool. If you're down to inviting somebody else in your bedroom, do it. If there's certain things that you haven't done,
yeah,
do it. Like, for instance, like anal or anal seems to be such a like a taboo-ish kind of thing. Like,
I'm terrified.
But like, if you haven't done that, do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, open it up, do something new. Like, instead of having sex in the bedroom, have sex in a hotel room. That's one of the biggest things. Like, if you're used to having sex in your bedroom, then say, all right, cool, let's get a room for the night. Hotel Tonight is the best app ever. First of all, like, you could go on Hotel Tonight, get a hotel room for mad cheap. Go in that room, have sex with your partner. Spice it up. It kind of separates a lot of different things, because the thing is, like, if you've argued in your room, if you've had really bad moments in your room and stuff like that, you're in a new space. So who's to know, like, what's going to happen once you go to the hotel room?
Yeah.
Add toys. Like, there's so many different things. Masturbate for your partner. Like, literally sit there and play with yourself. Like, guys and girls, play with yourself. Send videos. Buy lingerie. Use my code, matter of fact. I'm going to tell y'all this shit later. I have to look it up. Shop under things.
Yeah.
I'm an under thing babe. But, like, get lingerie. Like, I was never into lingerie before until I started doing the show, and now I can't even fathom how much lingerie I have. And I'm like sitting here like, how does that work? Like, how does that work in a sexual moment? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do different things. Like, whipped cream and strawberry syrup is trash, but it's funny. Like, you get to have a moment where you actually get to pay attention to your partner's body. You get to lick certain things off of your partner's body that you would have never known how they reacted to that lick, that touch, that everything that happens when you're exploring their body, because of the simple fact of, like, you would have never thought to touch it. But now that they have whipped cream all over and you have to eat the whole shit, like, you're like, oh shit, he likes getting his kneecaps licked.
Wow.
I'm playing. But yeah, do different things. Like, definitely Google. What I would say is Google a lot of shit. When you feel like the relationship is getting boring, this is why marriage sucks. But when you feel like the relationship is getting boring, like, look up certain things, like, or ask your partner. That's the biggest part. Ask your partner, what would they like? What would they like to do differently? What do they want to introduce into their relationship? Give them some time. Don't expect a response right away.
Yeah.
Because I can only imagine, like, if somebody I was dealing with came to me and asked me that question, I would be like, yo, give me a second. Let me think about it. How would I want to, like, juice this up, spice this up, like anything like that? But communication is key, and be in a relationship where you guys feel like you can communicate.
Yeah, that's a fact. That sound about right. I'm like very fucked up over here. Like,
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, I'm like very fucked up between this and that.
Yo, and then I realized we're already drinking straight shit.
Straight. That's the only way I drink, though. Like, I only drink straight shit. I got another question I want to get into. For the fellas, does size matter when it comes to sex?
Yeah and no.
Yeah, I believe you, because people swear like,
no.
oh, I want a big dick, but when they be like, oh shit, they get to running all across the room. So it's like, it's overrated. Like, it's overrated.
Honestly, here's my thought on big dicks, right? I hate big dick niggas who don't do work. Because they feel like, oh, I got a big dick, I can't do shit. Like, no. Like, fuck me. Like, fuck me. Like, literally, fuck me. Like,
yeah.
Like, just because your dick is big, once it's in, it's in. Like, you got to do the work that you're supposed to do. Like, don't sit here and make me have to throw it back all types of crazy. Shout out to the big dick that I was fucking for a long time, because you taught me how to throw it back. Amen.
Amen.
But yeah, like, big niggas, like, they sit there and they don't do no work.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like,
they
them
don't
niggas will
do
sit
work
back
at
like,
all.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
and
I
want
got
you
the
to
dick.
do everything.
Like, I provided dick.
I heard
You
that before.
do everything else, like, the fuck.
Yeah, I've heard that shit before.